Welcome to the Functional Medicine Foundation's podcast, where we explore root cause medicine, engage in conversation with functional and integrative medicine experts, and build community with like-minded health seekers. I'm your host, Amber Warren. Let's dig deeper. Welcome back, everybody. We're so excited to be back after just a small little hiatus after the holidays. Happy New Year. We're back here at the FMI Center for Optimal Health. And today I'm so thrilled to announce I have two guests with me today, two of our favorite practitioners and healthcare providers. So I'll start with Shelby Stoddard, who I'll do the bio first. Shelby Stoddard, FNP-C, MSCCT, FAAO, is a dedicated nurse practitioner passionate about uncovering the why behind symptoms to promote optimal health. With over a decade of experience spanning cardiology, family medicine, and functional medicine, she specializes in personalized care that fosters long-term wellness. Shelby is trained in advanced therapies such as ozone treatments, IV nutrient support, and chronic illness management, bringing a holistic approach to conditions like Lyme, fatigue, and hormone optimization. Outside her practice, she enjoys outdoor adventures like fishing, hiking, and mountain biking, reflecting her commitment to a balanced and healthy lifestyle. Heather Lucas is also here. Heather Lucas, MSN, BSN, RN, has 14 years of experience as a registered nurse and recently graduated as a nurse practitioner, soon to be fully board certified. With a deep passion for hormone health, she is committed to helping patients optimize their well-being and feel their best. Outside of work, Heather enjoys skiing, camping, and making cherished memories with her families. Thank you, ladies, for being here.
Thank you for having me.
So it's important to point out our good friend Shelby is actually here hooked up to 25 grams of vitamin C.
Right.
And that is what we're going to be discussing, IV therapy, today, and all the benefits and the why behind it. So she's feeling a little run down. We're in the midst of cold and flu and illness season, and we're exposed to a lot of that with the patients we see. So we said, heck, this is perfect timing. Why don't we just go ahead and give you a boost while we're discussing this on the podcast. Yes. And then Heather, I'm so excited to have you on. She has joined our team, and we are now running full-fledged IV therapy here in Eagle. And so you're managing and running that department and starting IVs, and we're just so excited to have you, and soon to be starting to see new clients on your own. Yeah, optimizing people here at CUH. Yes. It's awesome.
I do have to mention.
Yes, please.
Her IV skills are amazing. I didn't even feel it. No, I'm like,
yeah, I know.
I was wheezing, and then I was like, well, it didn't even hurt.
She's done mine too. I don't think she's ever had an issue.
Yeah.
She's an amazing start. That's all of her experience as an RN.
Yes, thanks.
Right. And then she's a young, new, hip grad, a nurse practitioner. It's so exciting. Okay, so IV therapy. I feel like this is talked about a lot, just in the medical arena in general, right? Because there's all these new IV therapy wellness clinics popping up, ran by an RN. I think what we do here is unique. I always take a lot of pride in what we do and what we offer, but I do think it's unique because we have medical practitioners that are making and recommending those protocols and are really able to take in medical health history or contraindications and just create awesome personalized protocols. Mm-hmm. But I'd like you two to speak to just kind of the why behind it and really the benefits.
Yeah, that's a great question. So many people are walking around with issues with their gut health. Yeah. All of us are, just in our toxic environment, the foods that we eat, the water that we drink. If you're drinking tap water, please stop.
Yeah. The stress that we experience.
The stress that we experience, exactly. And so, some people are just willy-nilly buying supplements and thinking, oh, I'll just take some of this vitamin C or whatever just to help support immune system. Mm-hmm. Well, unfortunately, our gut isn't great at absorbing those things when our gut isn't healthy. Mm-hmm. So IV is a great route to be able to get those nutrients into our bloodstream so that our bodies can utilize them, use the full dose, and just really get the maximum benefit out of helping our bodies fight off toxins and invaders, virus and bacteria.
Yeah, and as much as we like to think we really can get the different nutrients and minerals from, supplementation, but also food, soil depletion, mineral depletions in our soil. Like we just don't have the ability in our environment to have those nutrients available to us, let alone what can our body absorb and then utilize as well.
Right.
And we were kind of talking offline, Shelby, you and I were talking about how a lot of people can't even tolerate the therapeutic doses of some of these things.
Yeah, because if you're trying to make a change within the cell, you have to do quite a bit of vitamin C. So sometimes 4,000 or 5,000, 6,000 milligrams. And a lot of people can't tolerate that. Causes diarrhea. And so IV therapy bypasses the gut. And you just get that higher gradient across the cell. So you're making actually a cellular change too.
Right.
And if you're using vitamin C, it's a cofactor for so many things in the body. So cellular energy is what we all want.
Yeah, absolutely.
And so it helps with ATP production. So
Yeah. Yeah. We're looking when we deliver these nutrients intravenously, we look for it to go everywhere the blood goes, right? All the tissues, all the organs. It's really, really like very unlimited in how far it can travel in the body. And that's where we see some of these benefits. Who is a good candidate for IV therapy?
Anyone.
Love it.
There's a variety of different IVs that you can choose from to support your immune system or for detoxing. So it just depends on what you're after. What are your health goals? We can make recommendations for different IV add-ons or different separate pushes that we can do to just help you to achieve your detoxing goals or your immune support goals or micronutrient deficiency goals. Just depends on what you're after, but there's an IV for everyone.
Yeah. So kind of our bread and butter is Myers cocktail. What is that a mix of?
It has some vitamin C, some electrolytes, and
Magnesium,
B
right?
vitamins.
B vitamins.
Calcium.
Calcium. And you can add on, we have these really cool add-ons, which honestly, I haven't even memorized all of them. I know you can add on zinc,
glutathione.
Yes.
Amino acids.
You can.
Where do we see? I have questions on the. I mean, I know what amino acids do in the body. Where do you guys see the IV amino acids being more beneficial than the oral? I mean, besides all the reasons we listed in general.
Muscle recovery, athletes, and also stress response. So just helping balance the nervous system.
Okay. Yeah.
Anxiety. So if you're using those amino acids to help with the neurotransmitters and help balance that sympathetic, parasympathetic nervous system, it really helps calm that.
And now, I didn't know that about amino acids, to be honest.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
It works really well.
Okay. Cool. The lifestyle piece is still really important. I want people to know, like, you can't just go do IV therapy and not still eat well and eat clean and get your protein in and exercise and manage your sleep and your stress. All that stuff is still really important.
Very important.
IV is just an add-on to, that added biohacking or to give you that edge or to help you with the acute or chronic illness. So yeah, I think that's
even
important.
if you're planning a trip where you're going to be, volunteering in your church's daycare or something like that. Maybe you want to boost your immune system before you go on that trip with a little extra vitamin C and, just to make sure that you have a good immune support before you even go into one of those environments.
Be proactive. I mean, we all do it all the time.
Right.
Exactly. Right now.
We're just talking about it.
Shelby, let's hook you up. Why wouldn't we if you're feeling run down and have to see clients all week with us, right?
Yeah. And too, like just knowing like even before traveling and stuff the last few days, it's like, I just feel dehydrated. You know how you just kind of get that mental fatigue, that brain fog, if you will, and then you just feel dry. Like I feel dry. And so
sorry, go ahead.
It's just a huge thing that IV therapy can help. Just like these daily things that we kind of poo-poo off. And it's like, oh my gosh, this could help me like that. So
every time I do IV therapy, and sometimes I really just think it's the saline you guys mix it in, I realize that I walk around dehydrated majority of my life. We are all so chronically dehydrated. And here in Idaho in the winter, we feel like little shriveled up raisins anyways. That I just think the intracellular hydration that honestly all of the IV therapies offer are so dramatically beneficial to ourselves.
Yes.
There's all this big talk on electrolytes right now.
Yeah.
But I don't, the benefits of IV therapy, again, the intracellular hydration, it's huge.
It is huge. And too, if you're coming to a place like, we have here at FMI, you're getting that one-on-one touch too. So we're really looking at what you need.
Yeah.
So it's not like we're giving you a packet of something and saying, hey, go home and take this. And it might help you. It might not. Like this is going to help you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you started to make this segue a little earlier. IV vitamin C, you love C.
Yes, vitamin C.
So it's an antioxidant.
Yes, antioxidant. It's a cofactor for cellular health. It helps really with longevity, anti-aging. So it really helps the skin.
I was going to say skin health. I know it's huge in med spas. And you don't have to go that high a dose to get the skin benefits of vitamin C.
No.
Yeah. But the higher doses, antiviral, antimicrobial.
Yeah. So anything like autoimmune too. So like rheumatoid arthritis, Crohn's disease, IBS, any type of heavy metal detoxification, mold,
cancer. I know we try to avoid the C word. We don't treat cancer here, but I am blown away. Some of the conventional oncologists locally have sent clients our way to do some of the higher dose vitamin C.
Yeah.
It's so cool.
And awesome. Even if you're doing both, so like allopathic medicine and naturopathic medicine, if we could work together, it'd be so great because you could reduce the amount of chemotherapy that people need just by adding
or just the
vitamin C.
recovery from chemotherapy.
Recovery, the nausea,
Yeah.
hair loss, all those things.
Recovery also makes me think of, I mean, I did it after I had to have a CT scan, just the contrast, vitamin C with glutathione
Yes.
to just,
Clear it out.
flush out
Help your body.
the radioactive elements in there and just the radiation that you see. Post amalgam removal, I know that's in our protocol, the vitamin C with glutathione, just to help flush the heavy metals, the mercury, when you get amalgams removed, or even some of our breast explant, when you get an explant done.
Oh, yes.
Your implants are taken out. I have a protocol that I consistently stick with to help people detox from that procedure. And yeah, a couple rounds of moderate dose IV vitamin C is in that protocol.
Do you use glutathione too?
Yes,
for
vitamin
liver?
C with glutathione.
Okay.
Yeah, I know. And a lot of my vitamin C with glutathione protocols I've learned from you, friend. It's like your favorite, and then adding in
love
some
that.
O's. I know. You're like, it's just Johnny on the spot. Every week, do it. I mean, and I even love the data on, mold. I think you mentioned mold.
Right.
Mold
Just
for
even
detox,
glutathione push and mold.
And mold, well, using the vitamin C with the glutathione really helps with that mold detoxification.
And in addition, so let's talk about mold detoxification. You add on IV ozone, which
Yes.
that's like my new favorite IV therapy protocol is ozone.
Right. So what you're doing is, do you want to talk about the whole protocol or just what it is?
Let's talk about what ozone is. Yeah. I mean, I know the protocols are different for everybody, but is that what you're saying? Let's touch on IV ozone and the benefits.
Yeah. So IV ozone. So what it does is it enhances the body's ability to use oxygen and be able to eliminate toxins.
Yeah.
So it's kind of a binder, but also helps help your body oxygenate. We all need more oxygen.
Yeah. That serves as a very potent anti-inflammatory.
It does. And so when you're chronically even have hypooxygen, like that just sets your cells up for damage even more. So it helps you build and repair those too. Helps balance the immune system. And it's huge for detoxification and binding those. It's a binder.
Yeah.
Because what it does is that you get that, you have oxygen, which is 2 oxygen molecules. We have 3 oxygen molecules when you're doing ozone. You have 2 oxygen molecules, then once it's in the body, and then you have this other free ozone molecule, then that's what helps pick up those free radicals and oxidative stress and get it out of the body.
And not even just your mold clients, but even just maybe your more chronic disease, or I should even say chronic fatigue clients. Do they see benefits after that first pass of ozone, or is it something that really needs to build up in the body?
Some do. I would say it generally takes more than one.
Okay.
So I would say more of that 5 to 10 treatments is where you'll notice a difference.
Okay. And my understanding with ozone, there's essentially no side effects.
Yeah, I mean,
it's so safe.
It is safe. If you're getting the right, and obviously there can be, if you're not using it, getting the right gamma, you have to have low gamma.
Right.
Make sure you're mixing it right. Use a little bit of heparin so it's not clotting. Those things when you make your protocol. But it's very beneficial for the masses for sure.
Yeah, I love that. Other benefits of IV ozone. I mean, we talked about mold, chronic diseases, viruses. Hugely for viruses, bacteria, parasites, yeast. Okay, cool. It's anti-aging.
Anti-aging, natural chelator.
What's chelation for our patients our listeners that don't know?
So that's where when you're kind of binding those toxins in the body and taking them out.
Getting them out.
Yeah.
So super beneficial for detox.
That along with vitamin C.
Yep.
Huge chelation or detoxification.
So some of the protocols I've used from you, you'll start clients out with vitamin C with a glutathione push at the end. That glutathione, body's master antioxidant that our liver makes. And then you'll, after a few rounds of that, add in the ozone. Yeah. That's what I've noticed. Yeah. And is that kind of, you're prepping the body with the vitamin C and glutathione to get the most benefits out of ozone? Is that what you're doing?
I feel like that's just, it's setting the body up to be able to receive the ozone or that ozone treatment a little bit better than if you're all of a sudden someone who has not had, that support in the past. Now you're blasting them with high dose vitamin C, this glutathione, and this ozone all at once the very first time, they don't seem to tolerate as much. And so we want you to come back. We want to set you up for success.
Right.
And so I feel like that just sets the body and the immune system up for success rather than failure.
Yeah.
Not that it's failure, but it's if you really feel like it's not, it's adversely affecting you, you're not going to do it again. Even though we know it's good, it's just, I don't know. I like the stages.
Yeah, no. And just ensure tolerance and again, and also just making sure their resources, we're using them wisely, right? 'Cause
Yeah.
doing IV therapy every week, it can add up. And so we want to make sure we're getting the best bang for your buck when you're doing some of these protocols. That's so awesome. One that, and even just IV saline, we talked about that. You come in dehydrated, you've been ill, you've been traveling, you've been sick, just come do a boost of a reasonable bag of extra fluid just to get
It's
hydrated.
different than just drinking water.
Yes. How is it different?
Just drinking water, you turn it into urine and you excrete it out. Water with electrolytes put in, well, now you're starting to move the water into the cell. But you're only able to absorb so much. You're still making urine.
Right.
If going directly into your bloodstream, you're getting immediate hydration to your cells. And of course, saline contains electrolytes to push it into cells too. So you're just getting you're getting a better bang for your buck.
Yes. Love that.
Than
Use that term again.
Than drinking glasses of water. Yeah.
Yeah. Are you looking for high-quality supplements? FunMedShop.com is carefully curated by the wellness experts at Functional Medicine of Idaho. You'll find high-quality supplements to support your health and optimize your body's natural functions. Rooted in responsible sourcing and utmost commitment to purity ensures that you're getting products that are not only effective, but also safe and reliable. Plus, you'll find our own line, Functional Medicine Foundations, which is carefully formulated using the best ingredients available so you can trust that you're giving the body the support it needs. Visit funmedshop.com today and take the next step in your health journey. That's funmedshop.com. I actually have myself on NAD. Okay. NAD. And I've been researching a lot about it, and I'm doing a version, a protocol on myself right now. I think you're doing it too, right? Have you've been playing with a little NAD?
I am.
Not to call you out.
We're not doing the exact same protocol.
I know we're doing a different protocol.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to compare notes.
Yeah, I mean, NAD is a coenzyme, and it really right now to me is like all the rage in biohacking and longevity medicine. And I do think Shelby and I offline were talking about how it has a lot of similar benefits to ozone, and I would definitely agree with that. But we're seeing people using it for chronic fatigue issues, maybe the fibromyalgia type. It really helps to boost mitochondrial health, which make energy, cellular energy, right? Make ATP in our body. So I've actually, I've had a couple clients do it lately, even just that first loading dose, which is a pretty low dose because you do have to kind of work up to the higher doses. We usually start at 250 to 500 milligrams, the goal getting closer to 2,000 milligrams in some of these protocols. Even just at 250, I had a client like last week say it took away every ounce of fatigue. She was down with something over Christmas and just struggling to get brain fog and energy back. She's like, that worked absolute wonders for me. And she had been on oral NAD supplements, like precursors to NAD, and it wasn't touching her fatigue. She'd been doing that for 2 months. So yeah, cognitive issues, brain fog, it can restore metabolism, cellular turnover, sleep, strength, recovery from exercise. I'm seeing so many benefits, even in myself. I'm noticing that mostly, cognition, exercise, recovery, and sleep, being on and I'm doing subcutaneous NAD, the infusions 2, 3, maybe 4 hours. Some people, don't tolerate it as much. They can get, I get dizzy a little bit right after my injection, even if I go really slow. But I know talking to Carly, who is our IV nurse in Meridian, she says she'll see a lot of clients with dizziness and nausea and maybe even some chest tightness. So she has to go really slow with some of those clients that are more sensitive. I just was having a hard time finding time to come do a 3-hour infusion.
Right.
So I do love that we can offer that subcutaneous so our clients can do it from home and be a little bit more control of that. But I'm intrigued. I'm very, very intrigued, and I'm still at pretty low doses of it.
Yeah.
What are you noticing? Are you noticing anything?
Yeah,
NAD?
I've noticed energy improvement for sure.
Good.
Just kind of, that mental clarity that you mentioned.
Yeah.
And just post-exercise recovery and just overall, I do sleep great.
Yeah.
I don't know. I do so many different
need
things
help
to
with
help
that.
with sleep, but maybe the NAD is helping with that too.
Yeah.
But I definitely notice. And I feel like my skin, it must
Really?
be doing something for my skin too. I feel like my skin is getting softer.
Even in January?
Even in January in this
Idaho?
dry, I know.
So the shriveled raisin thing, that's just us? I guess that's just Shelby and I. Heather doesn't deal with that?
Gotta be using the NAD.
I need to use NAD. We need to use NAD and IV fluids.
Yeah,
And
do it all.
vitamin C.
And that's what I was going to say too. Honestly, I've been doing IV ozone here and there since September, October as well. So I have been playing with a lot of different kind of biohacking things.
Yeah.
So it is always hard to separate out the one thing that helps us because all of us kind of play on each other, our family members, before we really implement on our patients.
We gotta try it.
We got to try
We
it.
have to be a testament to our product.
Yes, absolutely. I do want to touch on phosphatidylcholine. I don't know if you guys have a lot to say about that. That's something we offer, and I know we do a fair amount of. I mean, I recommend a lot of it in my mold detox protocols. So phosphatidylcholine is a nutrient that helps to, and it comes orally as well. But from my experience and the data I've looked at, it's so much more beneficial when it's given intravenously. But it really helps to stabilize the cell membranes to hold onto nutrients and to help to push the toxins out.
Yeah.
That's how it works mechanistically. And I've seen really, really favorable outcomes in my just detox patients in general, but very specifically mold. Have you guys seen that? Are you using that in your protocols?
Yeah, because you need to get balance on that cell integrity.
Yeah.
And then also so it can make those shifts or the gradients across the cell so you can get what's in the cell that hasn't been serving you out. So you can get, receive what's good. It's going to be good to help you repair, stimulate immune system, all those things.
Yeah.
So that's what I use it for.
Detox without micronutrients.
Yes.
Right. We all know the number and types of micronutrients we need to detox. So holding on to those nutrients and not just expelling everything out of the cell is really important. Yeah. But that cellular gradient, that's a really good point. Yeah. I'm enjoying it. For me, sometimes I have a hard time really picking out, okay, you can't come do 5 kinds of IVs every week. Who would really benefit mostly from phosphatidylcholine versus ozone? And really,
I think everybody could benefit from all of them. But
exactly.
And that's why I like using it in stages or different phases. You're using different things because your end goal is to get your cells healthy and get more oxygenation and more circulation, and because that's going to help your whole body. But to be able to receive what we're trying to do in stages, so you can heal different things, different times.
Yeah. Well, and everybody's so different. They might have phenomenal benefits to 3 or 4 rounds of vitamin C with glutathione. They might not need much more. But our other more sensitive patients, more chronically ill, people that have mold toxicity or Lyme for years and years and years, they're going to need a little bit more hefty, a little bit more
more support in the detox.
They're definitely going to need more support, more IVs, and know that they may feel worse before they get better.
And more nervous system work, right?
Yes.
We all know those patients need to feel safe.
Yep.
Their nervous system needs to tell them they're safe so they can detox and can heal. Because that's not always an automatic state the body wants to go to. Detox is not an easy place for most people to live.
Right.
Within that parasympathetic, we have to push that parasympathetic nervous system for the body to do what they want. So it's so much more than just showing up at an IV center and doing IV to detox or to heal your Lyme or to, fix your chronic fatigue syndrome. There's so much more we do.
We do a lot. It's amazing. It's a great team.
Yeah, it's awesome. I'm blessed every day to do what we do. Anything we didn't touch on? IV therapy is worth mentioning. Shelby, I know you are our pro. You probably have more experience than any of our practitioners in IV therapy protocols and modalities. So I want to make sure we've picked your brain as much as we can.
Yeah, I'm just looking through here. We covered all of the basics of overall cellular processes, what it does. Detoxify energy, helps with skin recovery of any sort, whether it's athlete or illness, chronic illness, for autoimmune type situations as well. Rheumatoid arthritis, osteoarthritis, helping obviously with immune system with white blood cell production. Hydration, we talked about that. And then too, how it can just IV therapy can just help with weight loss too.
Oh yeah, improving metabolism. And also, the detox aspects, these fat soluble toxins, as we lose weight, you have to be on some kind of detox support, or else those toxins just re-enter circulation and wreak all sorts of havoc on the body. So there's a reason we have these weight loss packages that include IV therapy and include detox. protocols, because that's such an important part of weight loss. You can make yourself really sick. It can be really hard on your liver and just really hard on your cells if you're not supporting that. So both boosting metabolism and supporting detox while you're actively losing weight is important. Yeah,
and just helping clean up that bloodstream for that, to help with cellular oxygenation. Mm-hmm. And, our red blood cells, this helps with red blood cells too. Our red blood cells build get new ones every 3 months.
Yeah.
Some of them we get rid of easy. Some of them sort of are senescent and kind of misshapen, and they just sort of float around and cause more
hangout.
And they can cause more havoc and, dysfunction. And so it really helps clean that up.
My favorite part about doing IV ozone is when you inject the ozone into the bag where your blood is, you literally see it turn bright red. And I'm like, yep, that's what I want. Put that back in my body.
Yeah.
It's amazing just to see it like full of oxygen and so healing and healthy. Yeah. Yes, it truly is like blood purification. It's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Thank you for your time, Shelby. I hope you start feeling better.
Oh, yes.
I have a lot of hope you're going to wake up in the morning after 25 grams of C and feel like a new woman.
Yes. 25 grams of C, magnesium, calcium, zinc.
Oh, yeah, that's right. We did that on.
And
that's
the fluids, yes. So
there's no better way to end the podcast than to talk about everything you just put into your body. It's awesome.
You're already starting to feel better. Huh?
Yeah.
I can tell.
My eyes
so fast.
Can you
she's already better, folks.
The bags IV vitamin C, you get like a little hoarse. That's normal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you didn't get hoarse. You
a little bit.
Okay. Oh, a little bit.
Anyway.
Hoarse. Okay.
So anyway.
Thank you, ladies. Thank you so much for tuning in tonight.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for listening to the Functional Medicine Foundation's podcast. For more information on topics covered today, specialties available at the FMI Center for Optimal Health, and the highest quality of supplements and more, go to funmedfoundations.com.